Good morning, everyone. Let's stay at that spot. Anyway, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to all my beautiful friends from the USA. I hope you are all going to have a beautiful day today with some lovely, lovely turkey and all the trimmings. I look forward to seeing all your pictures. Oh, I would love to be in Thanksgiving in the USA once. All that beautiful looking food that I've never tried. Let me get the chat up. Where am I? There we are there. Good morning, Mystical. Jenny, good morning to you too. Good morning, good morning. Let me get the chat up. Sound is down. Sponge, good morning to you. In beautiful Germany, wow. Oh, to make space for you. So you've seen my table, it's a hot mess. It's 2 a.m, is it? My goodness. Well, a very, very happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Sarah, good morning. Dramco, good morning to you too. Lucy, good morning. Edge of ASMR, good morning to you. You've been waiting on my video. I've been busy. I've got my fan on. I'm overheating. There's my good morning, beautiful sky. 3:30 in the morning, beautiful Alberta. Wow, Danielle, good morning to you. Good morning, Robbie. Oh, you've bought a tree. My goodness. It's all the magic's happening everywhere now. Santa is definitely coming to town. Last night I watched the Christmas Chronicles 2. Right, guys. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I sat here with a big smile on my face, and at times it was quite tense. So it was. And there was a little bit of adult humour that adults will get towards the end that tickled me. So I think it was better than the first one. You loved it as well, Jenny. I absolutely loved it. I have not finished watching Schitt's Creek. What episode and what season? I think I'm on the very last season now, and I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this watching Schitt's Creek. I really, really love it, so I do. Wait till I wet my whistle with normal iron brew, not fiery iron brew. Robbie, it's wonderful. It's a really good feeling movie. And do you know what I love? I love that Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn are still married. I mean, that's been a long marriage that they've had, you know. You don't get that in Hollywood these days, a long marriage. Oh, you should watch it, Danielle. Look at the state of that. I didn't realise that was as bad. Do you know what I'd done? Right, well, I'll tell you what I've done. I'm going to tell you what I've done. Right, I'm sitting yesterday, okay, and I'm plucking my eyebrows, because if I don't pluck my eyebrows, they meet in the middle here, right? I've got a mono brow. So I'm looking in the mirror, and there's a blackhead there, and I can't get the blackhead. So I got into it with my tweezers, and look what I've done. I've made a terrible mess of my own face. Right into it I did with these tweezers, so don't do that. Anyone, don't be doing it. The first, oh, you should watch the first one, Edge of ASMR, is really good, and then the second one is great. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my beautiful M. Oh, Sky, just watch that, man. Just watch that, man. Yeah. Be on guard. Can you have spray in France? What do you call it? What do you call the spray that you spray in folks' eyes? We're not allowed it in Scotland. It's against the law for us to have it. Pepper spray, peppers. If it's legal in France, get some pepper spray. Get some pepper spray. No, I'm in Scotland right now. Do you want to see out the window? Yeah, I'll show you out the window. Look, it's a misty, misty day today in Scotland. There we are. It's very misty, but very, very kind of festive looking. Yeah, it does sound scary, Sky. I'd be watching them. Mace, yeah, we're not allowed anything like that. We're not allowed anything dangerous in Scotland because there's so many people that are loose cannons here. People would be doing it to each other for a laugh. It'd be like a dare. People would be daring each other. Mace yourself, go on. That's how we're not. Give yourself a taser. You know, that's how we're not allowed that kind of stuff. Especially me, I'm not allowed shit. Listen, do you like my top today, guys? Look at that. Right on the belly as well. Right on the big belly. A baseball bat's also good to have in your bag. Make sure you carry a baseball though. Right? Yes, iron brew, my iron brew. Yes, pepper spray, a taser, or pocket knife, or all three. For strange men, all three. Now, true story. I used to work when I was 16. I used to make bras and knickers for a living. I did. I was a sewing machinist, so I used to do bras and knickers and stuff like that. So for me to walk home, I had to walk home through these woods. And they were thick, thick woods. Right, really, really, like the kind of woods that Little Red Riding Hood's in, the kind of woods. And I used to take, I had really sharp scissors because I was like a machinist and I used to cut fabric and stuff like that. When I walked home at night, I used to take my scissors with me. That way, if the police were to pull me over, what have you got in your bag? I've got my scissors, what are you doing with them? I use them for my work. So that's what I always like to take things like stuff. What have you got it in your bag for and make up some kind of excuse like that? But the scissors were in my bag just in case they came out the bushes, which actually they did. I did have, no, I've got, there's a theme coming, see when I'm thinking about it. We've got the guy in Rossi, the Riddler. But that's not the first time someone's come out the bushes at me. Swear to God. But I was much, much younger at the time. I don't know if I've told you this story, right? But it's true. I was much, much younger at the time. And it was the woods that I'm talking about that I had to walk through going to my work. So along these woods there's a railway track, so there's a railway bridge. And me and my ex-sister-in-law, we were away down somewhere we shouldn't have been doing because the shows were in town. And I asked my mum, can I go to the shows, Mum? We were still at school. And she said, no, you're not allowed to go to these shows. It's big through that big scary wood, right? But you know, back then I was a rebel. So me and my ex-sister-in-law thought we're going to the shows. So we went to the shows with a good day at the shows, and then on the way home, my sister-in-law stopped to tie her shoelace. So no, in fact, I was tying my shoelace, so I was down tying my shoelace, and she said to me, there's a man coming out the bushes, hurry up. And I thought, right, she's at it, you know, get me on. Because we were doing that all the way through the window, there's a wolf, you know. She says, there's a man coming out the bushes. And when I turned round, there was a man chasing us up the hill. So we ran, and we were fit at the time, so we ran home anyway. But do you know, I never even told my mum about that story because I was away to the shows and I wasn't meant to go to the shows. But you know, for the rest of my life, I've thought to myself, oh my God, can you imagine if that man that was in the bushes had snatched someone? How would I have felt about that? Not telling my mum. So there you go, that's the woods I'm talking about. So when I started working, I remembered the man that was lurking in the bushes. So I took scissors with me when I had to walk through it. My goodness, Sarah. Do you know, I must have been about 15 as well, maybe 14, 15. And this guy came out the bushes. This was the thing back in the day, guys in the bushes. They don't need to go in the bushes nowadays. They can just lurk on Facebook and Twitter and give you a direct D-pick straight into your inbox. Now, they don't need to be lurking in the bushes. It's probably safer. The bushes are probably a safer place now. uh, Claire, I'm awful glad I make your mornings. Yous make my mornings, to tell you the truth. Yous make my mornings, so yous do. I'm like, Sky, you just need to be direct now. I'm telling you, you got to be direct and just say, look, no thank you. You know, I've got a lot on in my life just now. I can't be doing anything like that. I'm too busy, but I wish you all the best. That you've got to be direct, Sky, now. And if you make sure you've got something, no, make sure you've got something in your bag. Whether it be a car key or something like that. I like to put my car key through my fingers so it's like that, so it's a good eye poker, if need be. Uh, right, he's in his 50s, Sky. Tell him to jog on then. Just tell him to jog on. That just means you're not interested. Just tell him, look, you're not interested. You've met someone. You're actually in a relationship now with someone your own age and all that. That's what you need to tell me. You need to tell me you're not interested. Oh my goodness, Jenny. See, the place is full of weirdos. The place is full of weird. See, Sky, the place is full of folk like that. Yeah, it makes my. I want to go to France now. I want to go to France to meet this guy that's round about my age. I'll tell him a thing or two. I'll tell him be doing that to my Sky. Sky, get behind me. I've got it under control. You, come here. You doing it, my Sky? Then there'd be like a confrontation that he wouldn't come out of good. Like, Sky, get behind me now. Don't just you stand there. You come here. Let me have a word in your ear, mister. Let me have a word with you. A friendly word in your ear. Monsieur, monsieur. Is it au revoir? Not as goodbye, is it? Well, au revoir. Au revoir, monsieur. I would say to him. Yeah, see if someone was looking through my letterbox, they would get that. They'd get an eye. They would. It depends on my mood. Edge of ASMR. They would either get an eye poking, or if I was feeling frisky that day, I'd been here like paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. Through the letterbox. Is it me you're looking for? It just depends on the day, really. Just depends. Yeah. Well, see, you should enjoy your walk, Sky. That's him being an arsehole, quite frankly. Pardon my we say pardon my French, even though we're not talking French, Sky. I hope you don't mind. That just means pardon my language. I don't know why we say that, but we do. Yeah, we'd get a Glasgow kiss off the old blueberry here. It wouldn't be the first time a Glasgow kiss has actually happened. Not to me, but from me. Yeah, kick him in the nuts. Em's right. Just straight to it. Kick him in the nuts. You know, if you're, he's quite tall, well, get him in the nuts then. Get him in the nutsack. That's always a good place to start. And then run. Don't stand and box. You just want to. If he grabs you, that's what to do. Either kick him in the nuts, grab him in the nuts, grab his Adam's apple or something like that. Do something like that, and then run. Run to a Monsieur Lajon. See, I do it. I can talk French now and again. Some bits of. I do know what a Monsieur Lajon is though, because that's a policeman. See, I need to know these things. I need to know the police. There's my lovely Harvey. Good morning, Harvey. I hope it's nice down in London. We've got mist. Look, it's like something out of a Stephen King novel. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, if I'm making it any better. Look, it's like something out of a Stephen King novel out there. I'm just waiting in beasties or something coming out the fog. And you would get it as well. So they would. They'd get it. Sunny but cold. See, England gets all the best weather. We get rubbish. Yeah, night out in Glasgow. That's just a typical night out in Glasgow. You know, you've got to know about kicking nuts and stuff. Just in case. Right, I'm going to tell you a true story that I don't think I've told. See, I don't think I've told you this story, right? And in no way am I saying anything bad about people that have got dwarfism or anything, and I'm not making a joke about it. I'm telling you an absolute true story that happened to me. Right, true story. It was just before I got married, right? And I was at the stage that I was really jealous. Anybody that my ex-husband looked at, I thought, he fancies her, right? She's better than me. He fancies her, right? So we all went out this night out, and it was me and my ex-husband, my ex-sister-in-law and her man, right? We all went out, and I ended up fighting with not physically fighting, but arguing with my ex-husband because I thought he was looking at someone, you know, a bit too. Why are you not looking at me like that for? Look at, I've got all my stuff on. You should be only looking at me. That's the kind of thing, right? I was jealous back then. So anyway, he decided, that's it, I'm going home, right? He was going home. And I thought, well, F you, I'm just going to stay here and party until the wee hours of the morning, right? I'm going to party. You go home and I'll stay. So he went home, I stayed. So it was me, my ex-sister-in-law and her man, and we were all sitting at this table, we were all having a drink, right? And it was the dancing in Glasgow, I can't remember the name of the club, right? It was a big, big club. And we were going to go up to the dancing, and this dwarf man came over and he said to me, really didn't want to dance, but he said to me, do you fancy a dance? And I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to say no. Sky, this is a lesson. I should have said no, but I didn't want to say no. I thought maybe if I say no, he might think that I'm being funny towards him because he is a dwarf. But he was with this other guy, right? And I couldn't really understand what the other guy was saying. It turns out the other guy was, how would you put it? He couldn't talk, he couldn't hear, right? He couldn't hear. So anyway, I decided I'm going to dance with this wee guy because I don't want him to feel bad. So there I'm dancing away, you know, but I'm just dancing as normal, right? It was back in the 80s, so I'm kind of hammer time dancing and all that, you know, I'm doing the running man and all this kind of stuff. And he put his hands out and squeezed my boobies. I swear to God, and I slapped his hand away and I went, you dirty wee bastard. Right, I did, like that. And I was absolutely affronted. I turned away like that and I thought, my God, he was a wee chancer, him. Eh? Just dancing with me. He just groped me. Just groped me like that. Right? So I sat down and I was like, I can't believe that. So my sister-in-law's man was a bit of a hothead, right? He was a bit of a hothead. And my sister, I was all flustered and she says, what's wrong with you? I says, that dwarf, I says, he touched my boobs. And they went, what? I said, I'm telling you, he groped me on the dance floor. He just put his hand straight out and groped me. So the ex-sister's man got up and went over to him. So there was a confrontation on the dance floor. And he's going, that's my girlfriend, he was saying, right? That bit about me. But he was just saying that. He was going, what are you doing touching her? And all that. I should take you outside and kick you at. And I was thinking, oh my God almighty. There's going to be a to do here. There's going to be a shenanigan between my family and this dwarf man that's just felt me up on the dance floor. So that happened. That was a thing. Moral of the story was I should have said no. But I didn't. But there you are, chance me bastard. And I wonder many women he's done that way and who's just let it fly. It was terrible. That was a night. That happened. No, it wasn't him, Harvey. It wasn't him. It was a different guy. But that was my nature. I thought, I'm going to dance with this fella here because I wouldn't want him thinking that he's got nobody to dance with and people are going to be like that. So I was doing the running man and I was doing all my moves like that. And he just straight out, like that, booby squeezed. So that was we nearly got through out the dancing for fighting. It was a terrible night. It was a terrible night. So then I had to go home to the ex-husband, well, he was a fiancé back then, and tell him about it. You left and I get felt up with this dwarf man. And in no way am I saying that like badly, because my God, I'm only 4 foot something myself, right? I'm not saying anything bad about that. I'm just telling you what actually happened to me. That happened. So watch yourself. Watch yourself out there. It took me for it took it just I don't even know the words. I felt violated. I did. I felt violated. Like dirty little. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't. There you go. Right there on the dance floor. Right there. But he must have done that before to people. He must have done it before. Harvey's having his cereal. Hope I don't put him off his cereal. Danielle, I couldn't believe I went back to the seat and I was shaking my head like that. They were saying, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? You look a wee bit shook up. And I was going, I can't believe what just happened. And then because I told it was my fault that there was nearly a fight going on here. It was my fault there was nearly a fight between my ex-sister-in-law's man and this dwarf guy. And his friend was getting in on the action, but his friend was deaf. It was a whole night. It was disaster. It was a typical night out in Glasgow. There you go. That's what you expect. That's what you expect in Glasgow on a night out, is that. Was it, oh my God. Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but somebody was talking about it's great at Halloween and you go to a night out in Glasgow because SpongeBob's kicking shit out of Batman and stuff like that in the middle of the, Sucky Hall Street. Hi, sweet Jacqueline. There's lovely Jacqueline. Yeah, and I had big boobies at the time, so he copped a feel. So he did. He copped it. Yeah, see, is typical chat, isn't it? It's typical chat. We've went down this road again. It's my fault. I did. I had them fighting. Now, my ex-sister-in-law's man, he was more like a brother, right? But he was like, I can't believe he done that to you. I'm going, well, he did. He just turned around and done that and felt me up on the dance floor in front of everybody. I can't believe what happened. So he felt protective because he was my ex-husband's best man at the wedding. So he stepped up to white knight me, I suppose. So it was all my fault that there was all this kicking off. All this was kicking off, and it was my fault again, me again. So that happened. That was another night. Oh. Yeah, do you know what I loved? I loved watching the Macy's parade, but I don't think that's on this year in the USA, and it's all the big floats that go down New York, a street in New York. So I don't think any of that's happening. But I'm going to be looking forward to looking at everybody's pictures. I'm expecting lots of pictures of food so that I can look at it all. See, I didn't even know that, Danielle, that in Canada they had a different Thanksgiving for the USA. See, what do I know? I'm learning. This is a learning channel. You are teaching me as well as me teaching you what not to do in nights out. What not to do. I'll be thinking about you all anyway over there. Yes, Minecraft video, we don't do Thanksgiving either over here, which is... Do you know what we need in Scotland? We need Thanksgiving, and quite frankly, we need, what do you call it, Groundhog Day. Now, I know you are thinking, but I love Groundhog Day. I sit and watch Groundhog Day every year. I swear to God, it's something that I just do. I watch the live stream of Groundhog Day, Pogsy Phil. I like it. I like the whole rigmarole of pulling that poor thing out and... I do. We need that. But it's a good family do. The kids are there and everything, and it's all great fun. We need some of that. We need some of that spirit here. Oh, who's at the Shine Shack? Now I'm intrigued. I've not watched Rosie for a couple of nights, so. Oh, see, we have the turkey at Christmas. I need to tell you what I've ordered that I actually should be getting today. I've ordered all my stuff for my table for Christmas dinner. Right, so I've ordered now, bear with me. It might not sound festive, but it's going to be really festive. It's a black tablecloth, right, for because I've got a round table in the kitchen, and it's a black tablecloth, right. And I've ordered rose gold plates. These are just disposable plates, but they'll be nice on the table. And it's got rose gold cups and straws and napkins, right? And then I've got napkin holders that are in the shape of Christmas trees, metal ones. I've got angel Christmas crackers. No, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. I'll need to watch that now. So I've got angels that are the Christmas crackers. I've got salt and pepper. Wait till you hear this. See my salt and pepper dispensers. They're wands. Yep. So that in Christmas dinner, if you want salt, you just get your wand. It's a salt wand, and do that over your dinner, and the pepper wand, and do that over your dinner. It's going to be great. And then in the centerpiece, I've ordered this bottle, and it's got deer round it and inside some lights, so that's going to be the centerpiece. And I've got scatter on it, scatter on the table. So that's going to be that's my Christmas. Oh, and I've got new cutlery, black cutlery, and I'll tell you why I've got new cutlery. One, because of Christmas, and two, because my son's bedroom seems to be I don't know, like a black hole or something like that, where all the socks, spoons and forks go. They go into my son's bedroom and they never come out. I don't know where, I'm telling you, it's a black hole in there. So I've had to order new cutlery, or we'd all be sitting with cutlery for all different sets. That wouldn't look good on the table with a black tablecloth. Yes, I'll be taking pictures, I'll need to watch it, I'll need to watch it. As I say, I don't really know too much about the man, apart from the thing that he went looking for a homeless girl. I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, I don't know if all this is true, but apparently he likes to go around homeless girls and ask them if they want a ride in his van. Now that sounds wrong. That just sounds wrong to me. That just sounds wrong. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But that's apparently or allegedly what he does. Ooh, Leah, that sounds lovely. Yeah, but these are like wands, so it's going to be fun to see my ex-husband be a little wand like that in his Christmas dinner. I'll be taking pictures to put it all over Facebook. So your wands. What else did I get for the table? I think that was it. It's going to be nice though. It's going to be nice. Rose gold black, but lots of scatter. And the Christmas crackers are angels. Happy Thanksgiving, Brittany. I hope you have a lovely day. Sarah, a ride back to his house. Or I don't even know if he's got a house anymore. It sounds iffy to me. It really does sound iffy to me. He might be putting on that he's looking out for these people that are homeless, but he doesn't pick up the gentlemen. It's the young, attractive ladies that haven't got a house that he seems to be picking up. In fact, he had a pair of one of their knickers in his van. Come on now, come on. No. So, I don't know, I'm telling you, I don't know how I feel about the man. Not good at the moment. It's going to take a lot for me to think anything other than he's a bit of a predator. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying in my opinion that's what it seems like. Oh, I know it's freezing here. Wait, I'll show you again out the window. It's like, as I say, it's like something out Stephen King's out there. Look, it's a mist. See, the first flying beastie that comes out of the bushes, that's it. The vodka's getting drank. Oh, you had to cancel your wedding. Oh, Leah. Well, next year, hopefully you'll be able to have your dream wedding and everything. Yeah. I'm waiting in the snow. I can't wait for a bit of snow. I love looking at the snow, but I'll tell you, I don't know how I done it when I was a child, out there for hours making snowballs. My finger touches a bit of snow and I'm like, oh, too cold. Ouch. Yes, it's freezing. It is freezing. In fact, I think my wee bird, is it still, it is. My wee bird bath, the water's still frozen in it. Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, my heart goes out to your friend. As I said, that there's a lot of people that are catching the COVID. My auntie, I'm sure, if nobody will convince me otherwise, that at the beginning of the year, when my auntie passed away in a care home, they had respiratory failure on the death certificate, and then two of her carers had COVID. So it all points to that, but they're just not wanting to put the figures out there. Yes, edge of face. See this chat. This is the best chat. We all love each other. We don't have drama in here. We all like to have a laugh and a joke and talk to each other. And if anybody's going through anything, we all like to help each other out and stuff like that. That's what this place is about. We're not about the drama. We're not about it. uh, and I've actually got new masks coming today. So I have fancier masks because I've been going about with just the disposable ones, but I decided to branch out and get some nice fabric ones. So I've got a pink one and a black one and a white one, I think, coming. So I'll look a bit better. Oh, see, I mean, a few years, I can't really complain because was it two or three times? I can't remember if it was two or three. We actually went to Florida. On one year we went on Boxing Day, and one year we went on New Year's Eve. Was it just day two? They're the only two I can think about just now, and it was marvelous. It was marvelous just getting away right after Christmas to go away on your holidays. That was marvelous. And swimming, it was like December, and we were in the pool. We were in the pool floating. Did they, Harvey? See, I mean, what is this about people stealing other people's profiles? That's happened to a few people I know, Harvey. It's ridiculous. Ooh, Santa's with budgie smugglers. Now I need to see the pictures. I need to see that. It's my craft video. If you've got any of the pictures, go DM them to me so I can take a look at Santa. I bet that's probably going to be the jolliest Santa I've ever seen. Yeah, cloning people, what is that about? Why do that? Yeah, I've been to Disney 5 or 6 times. I can't even remember if it's 5 or 6 times. It's at least 5 times I've been to Disney, so I'm lucky. I'm very, very lucky that way. And my mum and dad actually paid for all day trips. Not that I've got money. I'm a broke bitch. I've always wanted to say that. Sound, you know, what is it, like the youngins talk? I'm a broke bitch. I sound like Cardi B. But yeah, one year we went on Boxing Day. That was lovely. And then one year we went on New Year's Eve. That was weird for us not to have Hogmanay in Scotland. We call New Year's Eve Hogmanay in Scotland. Yeah, people are jealous. That's just weird that people do that. I just don't understand it. But then again, I don't understand how I would never and never have and never will decide to make up a profile just to go and slag people. Just to go and slag. And see, if I was going to be slagging people, I would like to slag people as myself so they know that it's me slagging them. What's the point of slagging someone if you're going to masquerade as someone else to slag them? Do you know, that's like having no balls, as we say. You know, if you're going to be doing the slagging, have the balls to say it as you are. Come on now. Come on, what age are we? What age are we if we can't slag each other as ourselves? I mean, oh. I think we're all broke ass with this COVID. I think we're all in the same bucket in this chat. We're all the same. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all just exactly the same. Oh, I'll need to watch your wee video, Harvey. I've not seen it. I've been busy watching Christmas Chronicles 2. Harvey, wait, I'll show you my top. Harvey, wait, see that? You see this, Harvey? Look. Dun, 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 dun. Look, my belly. My belly's turned into Rudolph. Here, and look, my nose is turned into Rudolph after me picking it with tweezers. Don't do that. We're always in the gutter in this chat. But that's why it's fun. That's why it's fun. The chat. London is amazing. London is amazing. As I say, I went to Aunt Deck's Saturday night takeaway and we stayed right next to the ITV studios. That was cool. And that's right next to the Thames, and me and my ex-husband walked up there. This was back when I was fitter. He's going to stay for 5... Oh, can you imagine it, guys, right? Can you imagine this, right? You're sitting in your house all nice and cosy, in your own house doing your own thing, the place the way you want it. A knock comes at the door and it's someone from the internet. Surprise, it's me. And you say, oh, come in, make yourself at home. And they say, yes, I'm going to make myself at home for 5 months. 5 months. My blood would run cold. I don't know about you, but my blood would run cold. I'd be like, you know, I'm sorry, but I've got something on. You know, a week or 2 is fine, but 5 months? Come on now. Come on, who does that? There's my beautiful open-minded Pip. It's wonderful. Christmas Chronicles 2 is better than the first one, and it's the suspense. You know, you're like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And it's a lovely feeling film. I had a big smile on my face watching it all. Sky, I know. 5 months? Do you not think that's taking advantage of somebody if you're going to be staying? I'm just going to stay for about 5 months, if that's okay. I'm just going to stay for 5 months. Just eat your food and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to do. Who does that to someone? I can't imagine ever, like, saying, Sky, I'm coming to France next week, right? Be prepared, get a bed for me. I'm just going to stay in your house now for 5 months. Although we got on great online and stuff like that and talk to each other every day. Can you imagine that? Even my mum or my daughters, Mum, I'm going to just come and stay for 5 months. What? 5 months? 5 months? Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, Poppy, there's Mr. Mikey there. That's my Mr. Mikey. Where's my Poppy? Oh, look, she's on that wee bed down there. Look, there's my babies. Sky, I'm sure you would get fed up with me when I was sitting farting and stuff like that, picking my nose, which sometimes has to happen, incidentally. I mean, I'm just being honest, sometimes things have got to happen. Ah. Caffeine. Well, I did have my energy drink. My energy drink is my breakfast in the morning. I've got to have it or I can't get out of my bed. But just now it's my iron brew. It's my iron brew. There's so many weird people. I get it. And fetishes, I get guys all the time wanting strange things. Harvey, I've never ventured into Truthfully Trish's videos, and I'm not going to be quite honest. I'm not going to be doing that. I'd rather not. I'd rather watch Disney stuff. It's my age. It's my age. I've been approached a couple of times, and are you going to have an OnlyFans? Right? And I've had to say to them, I can 100% guarantee you there's going to be no OnlyFans from me. And by that, I'm doing the world a favour right there. I'm doing the world a service by not showing my body. What the hell? What's going on? Oh. And they'd be surprised. See, if I took my top off, by God, they would be surprised. Wouldn't they, everyone? They would be shocked and horrified, probably, but surprised would be a definite for the OnlyFans. People would be paying me to put the clothes back on. Put your clothes on, Blueberry, for God's sake. Put them on. It was... see, people need to watch... Listen, see if you see me saying things that I would not normally say, double check it's me, because that's what's came to these days. People are just doing stuff like that. See, I would know if it, just with the way you talk, I would know if it was you. You're a beautiful soul. Gervais, I'm with you, because people would pay me not to. People would say, right, I'm going to drop some money in your PayPal if you get your drawers back on, Blueberry. I'd put them on like that. They'd be tucked up under here. Oh. The all-in-one brief for the older ladies. That's a bra and pair of knickers. that's what. Comfort. Yes, but see if they're talking about you, it's best just to ignore it because they'll move on to someone else. They always do. I don't know many. I've been here quite a long time now, and I've watched people like Mama Bear, for instance. Mama Bear got hounded. Can you remember how much Mama Bear got hounded? It was quite... I mean, and a lot of her beliefs aren't the same as mine, and she didn't agree with my lifestyle, you know, my sexual preference and stuff like that. She's not a fan of. But she's entitled to her opinions. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. But this lady got absolutely hounded. They talked about the way she looked. They talked about the way her house was. They talked about the way she cooked. They phoned places on her. They phoned the what do you call it? The welfare check for elderly people. They phoned the dog warden. I mean, they absolutely hounded this woman. And she came off and just ignored it, and they've all moved on to someone else now. Who else can we get? Who can we get now? Who can we go after? So that's what they do. They look for someone. Do you know what it seems like? It's like the mean girls in school. That's what it's like. It's like the mean girls in school. They all want to be in a club and all the rest of it. And who are we going to go for? And they say the most disgusting things that they would never say to someone if it was face to face, or if they were doing it on their own account, because they like to make up accounts and stuff. I'm not with that. I want to be happy. I want to be talking about my usual gutter talk. That's what I like to do. Oh, it's ASMR Craft video. Have a lovely sleep and thank you so much for coming in. Oh my goodness, see, that's why do people take... And do you know something? That's, say the welfare people get called out of your house and nothing's happening in your house. Your house is perfectly okay. There could actually be a house somewhere that's really needing welfare check, and it's taken over these people's time on a wild goose chase. I mean, I remember somebody phoned the fire brigade to Rosie's, but here, to be honest, the firemen should have been there that night, because Elvis, can you remember Elvis was doing the fire, getting itchy nose, and he had the fire built up. The fire was built up like that. There was bits falling out the fire. It was dangerous. What it was? It was dangerous. It was a dangerous fire, and the firemen come in and are going, that needs to be put out immediately. Look at that fire. That's so dangerous. They were saying, Rosie's getting the hose. The hose is dripping. That's all that's coming out the hose. She's trying to fix the hose. Elvis is going about going, was it a YouTuber? Was it a YouTuber that phoned? And the fireman went, enough about YouTube. Enough about YouTube. We're talking about the dangerous fire here. That was great. That was entertaining. I think I gave Rosie a super chat that night. That was entertaining. I know, open-minded, that's horrible. Oh, Claire, I don't know about the social media, because it's just... Fair enough if the people can go under their own names, but see this being able to make accounts, anything, the Blueberry's Christmas tree, right? Somebody could make an account like that and just say what they like to people. It's horrible. That's what I don't like. That's how I like my chat to be nice and everybody here to be lovely to each other. There's enough hatred in the world. We don't need it here. If they want to do it, they can do it in their own channel. I'm not having it. I don't want it. Porn, on the other hand, I'm always interested in like Santa's with budgie smugglers and stuff like that. I'm into that. I'm right into that. I need to see the pictures. So do. Yes, good Sky, but Sky, I'm worried about this guy. I really am concerned about this. Maybe see your local gendarme, is that his name, Monsieur Lejeune? Maybe see him and talk to him and say that you've got a bad feeling about this guy or something. Just to report that, because that's not right. A man of that age going after a girl your age, and it sounds a bit stalkerish to me. And I've had this. Believe me, I've had that whole stalker thing. Oh my God, Jacqueline. the firemen were like, you're not allowed to use that kind of wood in a fire. What's going on here? Officer de police. Yes, Sky. He had everything going in that fire. And Rosie's trying her hardest to get a hose. The hose is just dripping like that, that's all. And the fireman's going here. And eventually, see, when they did hose the fire out, he went, no, you need to still hose it for another 10 minutes. Elvis is still going about going, was there a YouTuber? Was there a YouTuber? Like that. The fireman's going, I don't care about YouTube. This is bad here. But Rosie's got a fire pit, a proper fire pit now. Yes, Em's going to come here with a magic carpet. You're all coming with us. We're all going to Sky's house for 5 months. Sky, make sure you've got beds for us all. We're all coming to your gaff, as we say in Glasgow. We're going to your gaff, Sky, for 5 months. Right, we're all trying to phone me. I'll need to go, everyone, because she'll keep phoning. So I love you all very, very much, and I'll be back tomorrow. So have a good day, everyone, and I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. Bye, everybody.